future.
Night represents more than a reputation. It represents a regulator that understands the future, an industry willing to evolve, and a profession. Welcome to Our Sports at 7, presented by 10-year seniors. I'm Arnold Morrison. Let's do show. The Paris Olympics was an unforgettable moment in Bahamian track and field. For the first time ever, we had 3 Olympians compete in sprint hurdles, one of which a world record holder. Naturally, we're all locked in to see what they do for an encore in 2028. Olympians Devin Charlton, Tanika Cartwright, and Charisma Taylor delivered strong performances as they look to build off their historic feat in 2024. In the women's 60-meter hurdles at the prestigious Millrose Games in New York, Charlton and Cartwright both appeared in a loaded international field. Charlton finished second overall with a time of 7.96 seconds, while Cartwright posted the season's best 8.17 seconds to finish seventh overall. The third sprint hurdle Olympian from Paris, Taylor opened her season at the Bob Pollock Invitational in South Carolina and finished second in the 60-meter hurdles in 8.06 seconds. Family Island student athletes will be granted a new opportunity by the Ministry of Youth Sports and Culture. As a part of the Frank Pancharaming All Schools Track and Field Championships, the inaugural regional meet will be a qualifier for nationals. Acklands and Crooked Island athletes will go at it first in the Cascarilla Regional, hosted at the Admiral Ferguson High School in Crooked Island. For many of us who grew up on the Family Islands, we understand what it means to have talent, yet still struggle for opportunity. Too often, our children have to leave home just to prove they belong on the national stage. There's a lot to recap in college track and field. Today we focus on D1, meet records, facility records, PRs, programs, all-time top lists. There was a lot going on. Golden Gophers Zion Campbell continues his early season dominance in the 60. He clocked 6.59 seconds to set both a facility and meet record. It marked Campbell's second 60-meter win of the season, posting that same time at the M-City Classic. That'll do it for our sports. Stay tuned to our news at 7:30 for details on these stories and more.
Why, bro?
News comes back from the break. We turn our spotlight to stories making headlines across the world as a legal showdown over history. The city of Philadelphia seeks to restore a memorial honoring people enslaved by George Washington. Plus, after months of closure, the Rafah crossing between Gaza and Egypt is back open, but only in a limited way, with strict security checks and caps on who can pass through. And the first in Grammy history, Bad Bunny wins Album of the Year with a Spanish language record, just days before his Super Bowl halftime performance. The story when our news returns.
So many suffer in silence, but silence only protects the abuser. Your feelings are real. Your safety matters. It's time to break the silence. If someone is hurting you, speak up. We will listen. We will help. I am Police Constable 4286 Sinead Douglas of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Let us build safer communities together. I start my day with a good stretch and think about what I'm eating next. I drink hard and plan a meal that fits my macros. Simple. Welcome to Bamboo Shack.
Fresh greens, shredded carrots, sweet craisins, all drizzled in our signature mango sauce. Top it your way with juicy grilled chicken or sizzling shrimp. Either way, you're winning. It's not just a salad, it's a bam salad.
This is our news. Welcome back. We turn our attention now to stories making headlines across the world. Philadelphia has filed a federal lawsuit against the Trump administration after the National Park Service removed a slavery memorial at the president's house site honoring people enslaved by George Washington. The city says the exhibit was taken down without notice, violating federal law and a 2006 agreement that required joint approval for any changes. The Department of the Interior says the removal complies with President Trump's executive order targeting what it calls divisive historical narratives. Philadelphia now seeking a court order to restore the memorial and block further changes, setting up a high-profile legal battle over how America's history is told. Ambulances and aid trucks moved into position at the Rafah crossing Monday as Egypt prepared to receive Palestinians from Gaza following a limited reopening of the border. The Egyptian Red Crescent says it has raised its state of readiness, deploying medical teams, preparing to receive the wounded, and providing humanitarian and psychological support. Israel reopened Rafah crossing for pedestrian traffic, allowing some Palestinians to leave Gaza and others to return after fleeing the war. The move comes with strict limits, including security checks and caps on daily travelers, to be enforced by both Israel and Egypt. Israel seized control of the crossing in May last year, and its reopening is a key part of the first phase of the ceasefire plan brokered by U.S. President Donald Trump, aimed at halting fighting between Israel and Hamas. And Bad Bunny made Grammy history Sunday night, becoming the first artist to win Album of the Year with a Spanish language record. His album beat out Kendrick Lamar and Lady Gaga for the industry's top prize. In his acceptance speech, the 31-year-old star dedicated the win to immigrants forced to leave their homelands in search of an opportunity, a message that drew loud applause inside the arena. The moment carried political weight as Bad Bunny has been openly critical of immigration sweeps ordered by President Trump, even skipping U.S. tour dates over fears for his fans' safety. The Grammy win comes just days before he is set to headline the Super Bowl halftime show, marking a major mainstream moment for Latin music on the world's biggest stage. Still to come in our news, today in history, find out interesting facts about the day that was February 2nd. Then in our news at 7:30, an internal political showdown in the PLP leaves ZNS general manager out. A look at the final slate of PLP candidates straight ahead. And another Grand Lucayan worker breaking her silence, alleging delayed and missing pay, putting her livelihood at risk. Now she's calling for urgent action when our news returns.
It only takes a second for things to go wrong. Are you prepared? Don't become a statistic. Follow these simple rules. Leave early, obey road signs, wear seatbelts, invest in hands-free devices, and don't drink and drive. I'm Inspector Gerard Cum of the Royal Palmers Police Force, reminding you that road safety is no accident.
The same underlying technology generating possibilities we may desire also potentially open the door to terrible accidents and abuses.
Isn't that nice? Wait, you missed it? You haven't been on the website. Here's how TDC can help you. Whether you're turning your home into a vacation rental, pitching a business idea, or going with you've already started, the TDC is here to help. Visit tdcbahamas.com for every conversation, event, grant, and opportunity happening near you. Tourism is all of our business, and the TDC is here to support yours.
More than 20 years in the making and still growing. Everywhere you turn, our news is there. From Caribta to Karakal and Choga, the commendation of a queen, the coronation of a king, the controversies, our culture, in times of conscience and collective grief, connecting the stories of the country coming into its own, from then to now and still to come. Our news is everywhere, always there when it counts. On this day in Bahamian history in 1914, Harcourt Malcolm was elected Speaker of the House of Assembly, serving for 23 years until 1936. Fast forward to 2012. Then Minister Neville Wisdom questioned the $500,000 cost of the National Stadium opening, a move defended by the late Charles Maynard. In 2016, a Sky Bahamas flight safely returned to Nassau after an apparent engine issue with all on board unharmed. February 2nd, 2019, 28 people died after a Haitian migrant boat capsized off Abaco. And in 2022, government moved to sell Grand Lucayan Resort, a deal that later fell through and is still today making headlines. If you want to learn more about the events that shaped the day that was February 2nd, head over to ournews.bs. There you can watch all of today's top stories, and of course, you can share your favorite stories right from Our News Bahamas on Facebook. That's going to do it for us for News at 7. Up now, Natalia Hall. She is got the latest headlines. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Are you enjoying the cool weather?
I mean, you got to ask.
I've had a lot of people say, Tanya, why are you so cool? You're from Freeport. You should be used to this.
I was going to say, you went to your family.
It's cold.
It's cold for here.
It's cold, yeah. Yeah, for sure. All right. Thanks so much, Candido. Well, coming up, police charging 2 suspects and searching for a third after seizing 139 kilos of cocaine. And John Batiste returns to the Bahama Resorts. Here are your latest headlines. First tonight on Our News, live at 7:30.
There's a lot of roles to be played in governance, and Tim Watson will be a prominent player in those roles going forward.
Also, another Grand Lucayan Resort employee speaking out tonight, sharing what she calls unfair treatment that's now affecting her livelihood. The employee, who asked to remain anonymous, says delayed and missed paychecks have left her struggling. Plus, the All My Children Hotel on North Bimini was reduced to rubble as thick black smoke filled the sky. Our news obtained aerial footage showing the extent of the damage. And later, Central Bank Governor John Rowles says economic growth is expected to remain strong this year, continuing above the country's medium-term potential of 2%. The story when Our News at 7:30 returns.
Easy prediction. Easy prediction. Get on my level, you slut.
Madrid, Spain. Director General of the Ministry of Tourism, Bettina Duncombe. District Manager of Sales in London, Franz Taylor. And Director of Leisure Sales at Atlantis, Erica Valbuena, highlighted the importance of the Bahamas' presence at the event.
This is our third year for the Bahamas, engaging with the trade, the travel trade, discussing the European market